Rob, I understand that trading inside of mother bars is tricky as price action starts all over again and can be choppy. On the other hand, every one has its mother bar. Can you please explain when it is good to enter a 1-2 reversal trades or rev strat and when they should be avoided due to mother bar issues? Please example that on the chart. Okay, so trying to think of a good mother bar issue, maybe Boeing. And so Boeing, we know that this has been completely stuck inside of pandemic month. All of this, right? And so some people are pretty good at, understanding that and being able to say, okay, well, I can take this 2 up, 2 down, and if I'm right, and there's an internal triangle, we're going to come down and take this out, which we did, right? So there's people who are good at that. You'll hear me say this all the time too, is that the strat customizes itself to you, right? Is that your game? And being like, I know I'm stuck in a mother bar, which means I know I can expect reversals, right? And I just wait for them, right? Stuff like that. So it wasn't exactly a rev strat. It was a reversal here, and it tried to rev strat here. Now, if that was going to work, maybe you get out of the mother bar. But as soon as that comes right back into this range, you're gone. No way, right? Because now these 3 are in the mother bar of that, right? And so you always want to be. That's why we use the multiple time frame analysis and saying, okay, well, I got this mother bar here, this big boy, and then I've got this one here, right, which you couldn't get out of, and then tilt down into here. And ideally, why we want to use the multiple time frames is that it's always a if this then that statement, and saying that, okay, well, if this works, what's that going to set up in the future, right? And that's why if you look at SPY, and when we knew about this, the 2-2 reversal on the week, if that works, that's setting up the rev strat month. So even though it chopped around today and went down and came back up, if you're in from up here, you don't care. You're like, Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care. Unless you can 2-2 that week, I don't care. Then we'll keep an eye on the jobless number and the potential pivot machine gun up through here, and then back into an old 3. So, we're always looking at the multiple time frames and saying, okay, if it goes up, what potentially happens here? If it goes down, what potentially happens here? Right? If it goes inside, what does that mean? Right? So hopefully that makes sense.